Hey YouTube, hi friends, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we'll discuss about sometimes, despite trying a lot hard, we are not able to, have the things what we want in our life, and our life gets out of control. Despite trying, the manifestations and the law of attraction does not work as per our wishes, as per our, request to the universe. So what can we do then? To ensure that we are aligned, that there is a perfect alignment between what we desire and how our energetic signal is, right? So what I have found in my personal experience, the one thing which helps you the most, which helps me the most, is reading books. The books, especially the law of attraction and spirituality books, have a certain energy with them. And it's not who I'm no one to say this, but I've heard a lot of people, who practice this, say this, that even if you keep a great book on your table, your vibration starts to change, because that book carries some, certain positive energy which influences your overall energy, and as a result you feel good, and the things you want starts to come towards you. So in this video I will talk about three books which I think are absolute essential, which I think are the must, and and if you really want to use the science of manifestation to change your life for good, are a must read for you. So we'll go through each of the book, what will be my recommendation. I've read all these, and I've read a lot of other books. I've read hundreds of books on the topic of law of attraction and manifestation, and these are the three ones I will recommend to anyone starting new into this area. So the first book is a very famous book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Now this book is very simple. The best part of the book is it's very simple. She has explained about the creative process, how to create anything, which she has simplified to the core by saying it's just 3 steps, which is ask, believe, and receive. And she has simplified it to an extent that most people who come across the movie The Secret based on this book and this book discount the book for it being very simple. It cannot be this simple, right? But what, in my opinion, she has done brilliantly is that she has just given you the tool of how to use this science, but she has not done a very good job in explaining how the science works, and that's why many people are not able to use the power of this book, right? But again, a lot number of people are able to use it and have seen great results, from celebrities to scientists to a lot of very famous people have a lot of testimonials on this book. So if you just want to, if you're a kind of a personality who does not question anything and just wants to use a tool how to do it, this is the book for you, The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. The second book is, in my opinion, is much more better, and it's for a serious people who first want to convince that how this works, why this works, and then how to use this, and that is Ask and It's Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Now this came way before The Secret, and to a great extent the ideas in The Secret are influenced by the author of this book, Esther Hicks, although because of some conflict she was then later removed from the movie. But I am a big fan of Esther and Jerry Hicks, especially because the things they talk about make sense to me when I relate it to the quantum science. They also talk a lot about of how to use this, and the school of thought which they have is separate from the quantum world. But if you just think about it, after reading their work, you'll be able to relate, right? So they talk about the book is based on channeling work. Esther, she goes into these deep meditations where she connects with these higher intelligence, and then she writes. Then Jerry, who's apparently her husband, was writing whatever she was saying, and then there was a lot of questions and answers, which Jerry was asking Esther to ask these entities, and they have, given all this explanation about what is the purpose of life, why things don't go the way we want to, how to manifest better, and they call these entities as Abrahams, right? And after this book again has helped a lot of people, and this is a book which people say has some energy. So if you keep on your table, things will start to get better because you'll start to feel better in your life, right? Well, after writing this book, this big book became so popular at an early time. This all happened before The Secret came out, that people started asking them a lot of requests for seminars and writing more books, and as a result they have written like 7-8 more books, and I have all of them, right? But this is the book which has all the ideas which you need to understand the science of manifestation and the law of attraction, right? So I highly recommend this book to people who want to know like how and why the manifestations work and does not work for certain people, right? They talk a lot about emotional and the energy vortex, right? And a concept called saturation and segment intending, which are brilliant concepts, right? You have to saturate your mind with the thoughts which you want and remove all the unnecessary thoughts, right? So they have as I'm saying, they have a different school of thought, different school of evolution of thought, with the same objective of manifestation in the end, and using the law of attraction to create the life they want, or whoever wants, right? You can use the same science and the same knowledge from this book, right? So Esther and Jerry Hicks, Ask and It's Given, brilliant book, must recommend this. If you want a book which is deeper and yet not talk about quantum science and a lot of scientific stuff, it just talks about the forces of nature, forces of universe, why things happen, this is the book for you. Now the third book is my favorite because I have an engineering background, and I am very analytical. So when I read this book and came across this author, Dr. Joe Dispenza, everything made immediate sense to me, right? The book we are talking about is Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Now Dr. Joe Dispenza has written 2 more books, which is You Are the Placebo, and one more book which I'm forgetting the name of. They are both brilliant, but this book covers all the ideas. So if you want to read one book of Dr. Joe Dispenza and his work, read this book. The beauty and brilliance of this work is that it relates the ancient science to the modern quantum physics, ancient meditation practices to the modern quantum physics. So he talks about yogis and how meditators in the Mount Kailash, Tibetan saint called Milarepa, was there, who was doing all these mystical things because of the power of his meditations. And he starts with that, and then he step by step relates everything to the main quantum science basis of manifestation, right? What is the nature of reality, the double slit experiment, the quantum entanglement, and how your body, the way we understand it as an organ, as having different organs, does not just work like that. It has an energy, and it has an electrical and a magnetic signal, and then how to use it, and how people understanding this science and then using it in a certain way with some meditative practices are doing unimaginable things. We're talking things about things like people getting cured from stage 3 cancers, people getting their eyesight back, people getting huge sums of money, some of them, right, out of the blue. There are all these testimonials on his YouTube channel. You can check it out. There are like thousands. So it cannot be all, even if you discount some of those, but there will be some truth in most of them, right? So the brilliant part about this book is, first he explains the science, and then he gives you specific meditations to practice that science. So there's a meditation here on balancing of the energy centers. So if you have a health concern, or things are not helping things are not happening in your life in the way you want, it's because of mismatch of energy. You are not in a perfect energetic state. You're not radiating a good electrical and magnetic field, as he says, and that is all happening because your emotional centers in your body are not all aligned. So in balancing of the energy centers, he explains about the energy centers you have in your body, and then how to use his meditation to then harmonize all the energy centers so that you are radiating the right energy back and everything comes into balance, and you become a force for attracting the future you want, right? So that is one. Then there's a meditation and a science he talks about in bringing any future potential from the future in your current reality, which is tuning into the new potentials. There's a meditation which he talks about in detail in the book. And then in the same chapter he talks about an exercise which I use very much, which is the sign exercise of how to attract any specific thing from the future in your present reality. So it's very simple. You denote it with some letter and you write the intentions and emotions. You get complete clarity of what you want, and then you visualize the symbol, right? So, and the symbol represents the energetic signature of the thing you want. It's amazing the way he explains it. So all that is here, and it's all amazing, and it just gives you every tool you want to then practice manifestation and use the law of attraction the right way. And I absolutely love it because he backs everything by science and a lot of scientific data, which just convinced me when I've gone through it. So if you can just see over here, there are all these images of the scientific ECGs and EEGs which he has done post meditation on a lot of patients who are coming into his seminar. There are actual brain scans over here, and these are all the changes which he has represented before and after the meditations. So brilliant work, guys, backed by science in terms of the results he's getting. This is all the examples of coherence, the heart and brain coherence he's getting in his patients after the meditations, which is doing all these amazing things, right? So in this video I just wanted to share some of the best books which have made the most impact on me, which I use every day, and I revisit every day to just clear my concepts again, and start practicing these things which I'm sharing on the channel. So I hope you found this useful, guys. I'll see you again in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.